Hey, we back, and today we have another box. This time we're opening up a natural hand-wound hand towel. Yep. Let's go for it. See, I know what you're all thinking. Like, this guy, pretty good. He gets anime figures. He makes videos on them. That's cool. I like anime figures. But when's he opening the hand towel? And, today is when we answer that question, because I've also just wanted to do how big is this hand towel also, by the way? Like, huge hand towel. So anyway, we got some figures. Did I trick you into thinking there was a hand towel in the box? Probably not, because as always, from the title of the video, who would have guessed? Maybe this time, just to shake things up, I'll put giant hand towel opening as the title. That'll throw you all off, won't it? That'll throw you all off. You would never expect it, would you? Well, here's the two figures. It's two today, and it's these two. They're kind of low down. You can't really see them too well. You can see both of them though, because there's all this see-through plastic at the front. So we've got Neptune here, who I've wanted for quite a while. I mean, it's not my first Neptune, it's my third Neptune? Fourth, maybe? Third Neptune, I think. But that's one that I have wanted for a while. And then we've got this S, who is not one that I've wanted for a while. I discovered that BlazBlue figures existed recently, and I was like, BlazBlue figures? I want BlazBlue figures, and immediately bought one. S isn't my favourite, actually. My favourite would be Noelle or Makoto, but, well, the Makoto figures, maybe we'll take a break from buying lewd figures. Not that I've bought that many recently, but what I didn't show you was the 12th scale Steph that I got the other day. I'm going to tell you that I got that the other day, but it's not going on YouTube because they wouldn't like that very much. YouTube don't do well with No Game No Life figures. Anyway, putting that aside, let's just make an attempt at keeping my self-respect and maybe not buy the Makoto just yet. Anyway, putting that aside, the Noelle figures just don't look very good. I don't like them very much, which is real sad. I'll probably get one anyway because I like Noelle, and they don't look that bad, but I don't know. The S figure looked better. Yeah, that's all there is to it, really. Besides that, I also wanted to get a Rachel, but the Rachel ones actually look awful. Like, as opposed to the Noelle ones, where they don't look great, but I might get one anyway. The Rachel ones, they don't look great, and I'm just going to not get one, which is really sad. Anyway, we should really talk about the Neptune first, since that's apparently what I'm opening. It's a very simple figure. Wow, this just doesn't go on. I mean, it does. Look, it's on really nicely, but it'll just fall off. In fact, let's see. Will it fall off, right? It's in and it's sturdy, and it's in as tight as it's going to go. It doesn't go in anymore. I'm going to let go. Oh! It's on. It's staying on. What if I shake it a bit? Okay, I had to shake it a good bit, to be fair, for that to come off. But you get the point. It does come off. It's not that sturdy. Oh well. Obviously, that isn't how it's going to be displayed. It's going to be displayed like this, where she's on the base and the weight is on the base, and it's not just going to fall off, that wouldn't make any sense. That would be weird. Should we make her glow a little bit less? You can maybe see her a little bit better there. It's pretty good. Look how happy she is. She's got a book. What's it say in the book? There's lines. There's lines in the book. It's not even squiggles. They didn't even bother putting squiggles in. You can't really tell that on the camera, I guess. But just trust me, it's just straight lines in the book, which is a shame. They should have definitely put squiggles. But there you go. Neptune, she's reading a book. Is that any better? Not really? Oh, we'll get a better look at her at the end. Very simple figure. Oh, her face has gone off the top. Very simple figure. But it's a Neptune, and it's cool, and I like it. She's cute. She's cute Neptune. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. Very simple figure. Like, that was pop-up parade levels of simple. Like, there was just a base and you put her on the base. There wasn't even any challenge putting her on the base because she practically falls off it. I don't think that's intended, by the way. My one just has a bit of a loose peg, I suppose. But it's not a problem. And as always, it came second hand, so I can't really complain about it. It's going to make absolutely no difference to anything, because of course, like I say, it'll be displayed such that she is standing on it and the weight, you know, gravity, huh? Gravity, what do you know? Anyway, now let's get the S out. Who's the one that I spent ages talking about? Huh? I sure did. I sure did. There was no tape on the Neptune. There is tape on this, but it's already been cut, so fair enough. This is a big S, all things considered. I mean, considering S's actual size, it seems like a pretty big S. Right, it's still a 7th scale. Maybe it's just because it's comparing to the Neptune, and Neptune is also quite small. But, oh, the base has fallen out. I mean, it's fallen out of the box, it's fine. Here's the base. It's a big base. It seems like a much bigger figure than I expected. Neptune's pretty much what I expected. But this is just... Huh. It's big. Like, I don't know if it can quite rival my Yuusha, who I believe still has my biggest base to date. Yuusha from Azur Lane has a huge base. Not sure if it's quite as big as that, but it honestly might be the same size. And if it's smaller, then it's only a little bit smaller. This is a huge base. Let's get the S out. The sword is as big as her, which is great because that's how S is meant to be. Is there tape on this, or am I just struggling? I think I'm just struggling. I was just struggling. Okay. Look at this. We're actually going to get the sword out first. Look how big this sword is. It's huge. Like, up against my hand, it is bigger than the length of my hand. I don't have particularly big hands, but there you go. Like, this is actually like a sword. Like, not a sword, a dagger maybe. Real life-size dagger. Of course, it's actually a sword. This isn't even including the handle. The hilt, rather. Apologies, sword enjoyers. It's a hilt. Which goes on the bottom and makes it even longer. Is this symmetrical? No, it's not. Oh, handily they've put a little doodah in to make it obvious which way around to go. So now you hold it like this. It's huge. I mean, this is the point of S. This is the point of S. If you don't know BlazBlue, S has a huge sword. And a huge dress as well. Look at that. Like, I'm just holding the dress, just the fluff of the dress. You know, it's obviously not fluffy, it's made of plastic, but you get what I mean. I don't know what dress words are, but it's the frills, you know? Just holding the frills. She is pretty big though. Should we give her a sword? She's meant to hold it, obviously. How is she meant to hold it, though? I might have a look at the picture, just to see which way round it's meant to go. Oh, it's a good picture! Look at this! On the side. This is why the figure's good. I'm pretty sure that's a cross-tag battle picture. The cross-tag battle pictures are the best ones. They're the ones we like. I play cross-tag battle, or at least I used to. Originally it was because I knew some other people that did, but originally it was because it had Ruby. And Ruby's cool. But then I was just like, yo, BlazBlue is also cool. Who would have thunked? There we go, I think that's about right. She's kind of holding it. Does it go into the base? It does, okay, that's handy. That's handy. She's kind of holding it, but it'll slip like this. It's like she's holding it, but I've just kind of placed it in. But thankfully, it's got a tiny little dimple in the base over here that must be for where her sword goes. So that's excellent. Let's get her in, and then we can make sure the sword is at the right height. Oh, yeah, see, the sword has slipped. You can see it's slipped a lot further down her hand now. It's no longer firmly in. But I'm going to get her feet in, and then we can get the sword in afterwards. If her feet want to go in, that is. Oh, the sword doesn't. It slipped, guys. The sword slipped. Just a tad. There we go. We got her feet in, though. We got our feet in. So now the sword can go in properly. It has its little doohickey. Oh, it's all the way over there. Ah, there we go. I was having it at a bit of the wrong angle. And there we go. Look at that. S with the sword. It looks like it should get hit by the dress or something, but I mean, funnily enough, they've cleverly built it around that. I mean, obviously they would. That's how it works. But, you know, like you see this bulge of the dress here goes out further than the sword. It might be hard to tell from that angle if I turn it a little bit. Still not a great angle. There you go. Can you see it kind of bulges out a bit, and then it's got the indent right where the sword is. Intentional design. But yeah, there you go. And from the back, big sword. Like I said, it is as big as her. That is the point. And it's S. She's great. I'm really happy with this. I wasn't sure what to expect, to be honest, from an S figure. It looked good, but like, I don't know. I only discovered BlazBlue figures recently, and I was just like, yo, sure, S figure, Pog. I'll get that. And then it looks great. It looks really great. This is, of the two figures we got today, this is the one I like. I mean, obviously I like both, but you know. It's great. It is really big as well. Like, I can tell why it needs such a big base. And, you know, like I said, I feel like S is meant to be a small character. S herself isn't that big. It's just the sword's huge and the dress is also huge. There you go. The sword has fallen out again. The little hole in the base, it's not very big. Obviously, once it's in a case and it's, you know, being displayed, be a lot more stable. The sword won't fall out. It's not that unstable. It's just when I'm moving around the figure, it kind of falls out. Anyway, for your little size comparison, here they both are. I think the Neptune is actually a 6th scale as opposed to a 7th scale, and then the S is a 7th scale. But the Neptune is smaller, so yeah. Maybe I just underestimate how big S is. I thought she was pretty small, and it was just the dress and the sword that were big, but like she's still taller than Neptune, so there you go. But I have quite literally put Neptune on S's base over here, and she fits fine. So, yeah. S is pretty big. I really like this S figure, actually, though, to be honest. Neptune's cute. You love Neptune? She's got her book. She's incredibly happy. Look at her go. She's reading. She's probably doing magic spells or something, I don't know. And then S is just being S and having a giant sword. It's great. There's not much detail in either of these two. Neither of these two, actually, yeah. There's a bit more on S. Like around the front and the back of the dress as well. Like straps and such. It's not bad. But the Neptune is a very simple figure. I don't think that's a bad thing, though. I think it fits the character. I'm very happy with both these two figures. Once again, more happy than I was expecting to be. I don't know. Neptune is about what I expected. I expected it to be good, and it is good. But yeah, it's a simple figure, and it looks nice, and she's cute. The S is just... It's big. It's a big figure. It's a lot bigger than I expected. It's big. There's a big sword. The sword's taller than her. I mean, look up here. It's so tall. Like, how tall is the whole figure right here, including the tip of the sword? It's got to be like 30 centimeters. Something like that. It's a big figure. It's the kind of figure where I'm like, if I was putting this in a space that was height constrained, potentially an issue, which is cool. Thankfully, I'm not. She'll be fine. It's also really heavy, but that'll be the dress. It's so poofy. And it's got layers as well. I showed you this earlier, but look, the layers of the dress. It fully goes in like that, you know? It's a lot of dress. Anyway, I'll be leaving this video here. I've got to go. So I'm not going to be doing the dumbass turntable thing because it's dumb anyway. But there's your size comparison. They both do look very cool. The base on the S is huge, like I said. And yeah, I will be leaving this video here. Bye!